take an oath and become an Army officer.
The Cadet Creed. It is read at the graduation ceremony for both Advanced and Basic Camp.
I will do my duty. Leadership excellence, sir.
Soon afterwards, the cadets officially complete their summer training, and some even become commissioned officers.
We've seen cadets go through training on the field. We've seen them go through various obstacles. But what does it take to be a cadet? To answer this question, I followed around Cadet Cecilia Kimes throughout her land navigation course.
The day starts early, as the cadets are awakened in the woods and immediately begin folding and packing up their belongings. While most are still in the process of waking up, Kimes is not letting the early morning affect her.
Attention! First base!
Well, it's 5:58. I'm not super tired yet, so that's a good sign.
After the first formation, it was breakfast time, in which the cadets had the opportunity to not only chat with their teammates, but also think about the day ahead. I asked Kimes whether or not she ever gets nervous before the training begins.
I think just the overall process, you don't really get nervous because we have like evaluations at the end of it. It's more you just want to kind of put your best foot forward, and each day is like you're going to have up and downs.
Following breakfast, it was time for the cadets to be briefed on the land navigation course.
You have to know how to do land navigation manually. Because whatever branch you do, whether you're ordnance, whether you're medical, whether you're signal, whether you're chemical, you are officers and you will have to know and understand terrain.
Given the standard, they have to find at a minimum 3 out of 4 points within a 3-hour time span, so they also have to return back here within those 3 hours with those minimum 3 points.
Everything that is what you do as a leader, which is critical thinking and mission analysis. You are the planners and the thinkers of the Army. You're expected to come up with the plan, sit down with your NCO, and break it down and make it happen.
While it was gravel road, in order to reach the checkpoints within the 3-hour time constraint, Kimes and her battle buddy, Cadet Madeline Lance, had to cut through heavily wooded areas.
So right now we're on the trail going to our start point just to make sure that we got a point right. I don't know, I've done lots of land nav and I've found lots of points and I haven't found lots of points. Land nav is one of those things that honestly it just takes a lot of experience, and sometimes, you know, like you think you plotted it right and it's not plotted right, or it's sometimes as simple as you didn't count your paces the right way. Hey, what's up there?
The temperature had reached 90 degrees and the humidity had certainly not helped. However, Cadet Kimes went out with the mindset that helped her get through this course.
What else could I be doing at, 8 a.m. other than running around in the forest? So it's pretty cool. Like, a lot of people would want to do that, but I like doing that. And, if that's something you really want to do and you truly want to make this kind of lifestyle your passion, you have to put as much of yourself into it as you can. And especially wanting to be a leader, I'm going to have to be leading my soldiers, and I want to deploy, which means I'm especially going to have to be doing this kind of stuff. And I can't be, Debbie Downer, running around not liking doing this because I have to be able to do it for everybody else.
After giving the cadets an hour break for lunch and rest, the instructors wasted no time in getting them back in the woods for classes and demonstrations on squad operations. It was apparent that the day was not going to be over anytime soon.
I think the easiest way to describe this would be, especially with ROTC, if anybody's ever going to consider it, it's one of those things that you have to remember, it doesn't really ever end. You're always going to be on at some point. Your days almost feel like several days, or your one day would feel like almost 2 different days, because you're doing, in the morning you're doing one thing and then you're completely switching in the afternoon.
With her positive outlook that she maintained throughout the day and her perseverance despite the heat, Cadet Cecilia Kimes showed what it takes to be a cadet. Reporting for U.S. Army Cadet Command, my name is Altaf Nanavati.